Have you always wanted to write a story but never knew where to start? Then today's video is going to help you with just that. I'll be showing you the 8-point story structure, okay? So that it makes it even more easier to write a story. Hey guys, I'm Sayan and I'd like to welcome you to the Storyteller's Journal. This series is going to be about demystifying the art of storytelling. Okay, so if you think you'd be interested, please subscribe and hit the bell. And without any further ado, let's get into it. So today's video is going to be about the 8-point story arc. Okay, the first one is stasis. Stasis means equilibrium or balance. It is your protagonist's natural existence. Okay, before the trigger is introduced, I'll come to the trigger next. It is basically the exposition of the story where everything starts. Okay, everything is introduced. So the next thing we move on to is a trigger. What is a trigger? It is the point when something happens to your protagonist which is out of his or her control. Okay, basically, this just means that some kind of problem is introduced in his life. If the trigger is going to be positive, then the quest of the story will become your protagonist trying to maintain that level that he has reached now. But if the trigger is negative, then the quest turns into your protagonist trying to come back to his natural existence, like everything was before. Okay? So this is basically what the trigger is. This is what sets up the quest. Now the third part is the quest. Now comes the quest. Quest is basically the rising action, where your protagonist will have to do certain things to either maintain or go back to where he came from. Now the fourth part, which some writers include, some don't. But I think you're gonna be including it because it is very integral, I think. It is a surprise. Unexpected events that occur in a character's quest. Mostly obstacles, but sometimes it can be something better, something good. You never know. That's the best part about a surprise is you never know what can happen, right? So surprise your audience. Though one point, these surprises must be used very, very carefully. Okay, you don't want to be playing around with them. Just if you think it is going to be purposeful to add that surprise in that point of the story, please make sure you do that. By the way, if this is helping you at all, please don't forget to like. Okay, let's get back to the video. Now comes the fifth point, that is the critical choice. This is where your protagonist will have to make a decision. The right decision will lead him to the right path, the wrong one will basically ruin everything. This also reveals your protagonist's character. Okay, so really think about what you're going to do over here. Okay, now comes the sixth part, that is the climax. The decision made by the character, faced by the critical choice, leads to our climax. It is the highest level of tension, so make sure whatever you do, you plan it before. I personally think it's always good to know where your story is gonna go. So what you can do is, what I usually do is I write the last scene of the story before I even start writing the whole story, because that'll keep me in a line that I need to go from point A to point B. If I don't know where I'm gonna go, I might end up in point Z. I don't want that. So make sure you have your climax somewhat ready so that you are not faced with a critical choice. Now comes the reversal. This is the outcome of the critical choice and the climax. This results in major changes for the characters. Mind it, you must be using this logically and based on the events leading up to it. And finally, we end it with a resolution. Your protagonist has finally reached stasis. We go from point A, we go all the way around to point A again. Okay, it's a complete circle. So make sure your story connects. That is very important. If your story doesn't connect with each part, it's not going to stand. Okay, so I hope this video helped you. If it did really help you, then please don't forget to like, share, and again, subscribe and hit the bell so that you are notified next time when I upload. And the date is going to be up here, and the title of the video is going to be up here. So I hope you had fun watching this video, and I hope you learned something. Also, you can join my community, that is the Storytellers community on Facebook. I'll leave a link down below. And also, I have my Instagram account. I'll put a link over here. Till the next time, goodbye.